Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to some more Lego building. We are back to continue working on the Tudor Corner. So this is what we have done so far. I believe our next section is going to be building that wall there. Let's go ahead and switch on over to the overhead view. Move that camera out of the way. Yeah, I haven't put up a new goal yet. I need to think about what to set as the goal, because I don't know. I don't really know. Like, I don't know the extent of what I'm going to need. I think it's safe to say that I'm going to need a. This can actually go over here. New motherboard, obviously a new video card, a new processor is definitely on the table. I don't know right now if I need a new case. So I will probably just, like, put a generic goal on there. And anything that comes in, I'm going to put in. Alright, what is going on? You're going to crash again, aren't you? Yep. Alright, there it goes crashing. Like, it's really annoying because, like, I do think that it is an OBS issue, because I do not have this particular issue happen when I am just, like, watching videos on YouTube. I have other issues that have also happened. That's when my computer actually, like, hard crashes. But this particular issue where the drivers thing, so I may look into rolling back the version of OBS I have. See if maybe that fixes it. For a new graphics card, that would be what, 10 to 12K dollars? Probably 1,000. Probably 1,000. But yeah, I mean, like, new everything would probably... I mean, I wouldn't necessarily need all of the new, like, all new hard drives, but... might as well get some new hard drives. Yeah, but, I mean, we're probably looking at 2,000 at least. I mean, I don't feel like I necessarily need the absolute top of the line. I'm not planning to play brand new games that are extremely intensive and stuff like that. Those are just not games I'm particularly interested in generally. But yeah, I need to look into rolling back my version of OBS, see if that fixes the driver crashing, at least. Like, it's annoying, but not super duper bad when it happens while recording a Let's Play, because I can just, you know, cancel that video and restart that video. It's annoying, but not that bad. But during a stream, yeah, that's different. That is different. At least graphic cards are not stupid rare to find now. Yeah. I mean, they're still stupid expensive, but that's kind of a given. Oh well. What you gonna do, right? Like, if this happened while the stream was in the pre-stream, it wouldn't be so bad. It'd be like, okay, good, getting it out of the way now. No, it wants to wait until I get things going. So. I don't know. It's frustrating. I hate dealing with computers these days. It's one of the reasons why I got out of IT in the first place. Because it just got to be like, I hate this. Oh well. What are you gonna do, right? Other than, you know, scream ineffectually at the universe. Howdy, Vigastry, how's it going? Alright, there we go, got that. Turning it off and turning it back on again would just mean that it's more likely to happen again at this point. And I actually did try that before the last stream. On Wednesday. Remember, we had the same problem. But I had literally restarted my computer right before. Heck, I had booted up my computer the other day, and it was just sitting there, like, doing absolutely nothing. I had not had a chance to start anything yet. Like, no... You know, I hadn't even, like, launched OBS, hadn't launched Firefox, wasn't in the middle of watching a video. It was just powered up for a few minutes. I was looking at something on my laptop, and it blew screens. Just like, yeah, I'm gonna die now. As you do. Alright, here's some R2-D2 legs in there. Okay, let's get these on here. Wind them down, and then get the leaves on. And then this one right there. Make sure that it is pointed down. And then get the leaf in there. It's just jealous of me paying attention to another computer. Well, except I wasn't doing that right now. Alright, let's go ahead and move the minifigs off for the moment. There we go. Okay, and this slots in right here. There we go. All right. Now I think we're going to be making this corner element. Okay, another brick. And I need 3 pairs of these parts. 1x1s with corner side studs. So how's everyone doing today? Happy that it is Friday. You got the weekend all started up. Okay, stack these. Get that on there, and then another brick, Technic brick, and a dark gray friction half pin. Finished sorting cards yesterday? Like finished, or just finished a leg? Because I filled up 32 ice cream tubs worth of semi-sorted Lego that I need to further semi-sort. It's a multi-step process. And I have so much more to do. So much more to do. Meanwhile, you're testing to see what the minimum needed to run Windows 11. So my chipset should be like the processor I have. It's an i7, but it's an i7 that's not supported. And it's not just need to turn on the TCM module or whatever. It's just not supported for some reason. Like, obviously, I would have gotten a different chip if I had known that, but... Like, I was looking at the list of compatible chips, and it was a whole bunch of i3s, i5s, i7s, and just, like, my one is not there, and I don't know why. You wish you had 32 ice cream tubs with the ice cream in them? I mean... It's gonna get kind of messy and liquidy. I actually got a little like half pint of ice cream from a convenience store one time, and obviously they had a power issue where their freezer shut down, and they didn't like pull the ice cream out because it had melted and refrozen, and that was disgusting. I tried eating some. It was disgusting. But also, like, I wonder about everything else that they had in that freezer unit. I mean, this is a convenience store, so, like, you know, little breakfast sandwiches and frozen burritos and things like that. I did return it. But I tried it because I was curious. I was like, I mean, maybe it still tastes okay? I think they should have just left the Dead 3 dead. I don't know, the latest silly thing is now apparently Corellin Larethian consumed another deity. And that's how you get Corellin Larethian. There was once a Corellin and a Larethian. And it's like... Give me a friggin' break. Did Erevan and Illicir once be separate? Did Airdrie and Fania once be separate? Like, you're just doing this thing that an entity with two names, so therefore, let's make them separate. And they merged at some point. That's fine if done right, but just doing that because someone, an entity has a surname is silly. Especially when literally like 80-90% of elven deities have surnames. Yes, yes it is. Alright, so spare parts. We got a dark gray friction half pin and a black 1x1 peak slope. So how you doing, Kinshir? I'm in rant mode again. It happens. Alright, bag number 9. No, I mean, it's not quite that bad, Clouth, I think. I mean, it's just like there were once 2 deities and now they're 1. Can be done interestingly. And I think I did it interestingly with Vaprak. But that's because I actually based it on evidence. This is just, hey, he has 2 names. And you can have something interesting that, like, it's not based on 2 names. Like that can be done interestingly and have nothing to do with the names. I just find that basing it on the fact that there are 2 names, silly and uncreative. Like there was, oh, there's the mold mark. There was a box set back in the 2E era called Elminster's Ecologies that had a whole bunch of booklets about various areas of the realms. And you got all kinds of neat little things about creatures living there, local monstrous tribes, and stuff like that. And it's a mixture of good stuff and kind of meh stuff. I think each separate booklet was written by a different person. But they had a section for the Great Grey Land of Thar. Thar? I usually say Thar. I'm not sure what the official pronunciation is. And that had a bit that, if you like read between the lines and interpret it a certain way, the ogres from that region are actually former spelljammers, and they crashed there, and I think that's the intention of it, because they look different. They have a different interpretation of Vaprak. They have a few other deities, so I'm like Thar. So I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. So when I wrote up Vaprak, I did incorporate that, and I did have him be a merger of two deities. One whose name was lost to history, and the other being Vaprak himself. But Vaprak himself was the troll deity, and the now lost entity was the actual ogre deity. And that explains why these ogres saw him differently and stuff like that, and they look different and blah, 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 blah. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I think I did it decently because I was drawing upon existing material that you can definitely interpret that way. But just having Corellin and Lorethian, 2 different entities, because Corellin has a surname, is silly to me. Forgot you had parked this character on Daggerfall at night. Vengeance time. Woohoo! There was a theory somewhere that Paylor was a mask for a different evil deity who was just using Paylor as a mask to get power and backed it up with evidence that they found. Yeah, at least if there's evidence. There's a lot of things that don't seem to have a whole lot of evidence, but... what might the old guarded inn have looked like back in the day? The curator of the LEGO Icons Natural History Museum, 10326, must surely have more information in his archives. Yeah, we don't get to see that. Howdy, Cody. How's it going? Okay, down here we get a black 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud, and a bar with clip. Yeah, continuity oftentimes gets thrown out. I mean, it was better between 1E and 2E and 2E and 3E, although 3E is where it started going off the rails. Just because there were, like, TSR, and I think that this position went away in 3E, but TSR basically had, as a lot of people call it, a traffic cop for the Forgotten Realms. And they basically would be like, you know, if someone's like, hey, I want to do this thing in a novel or a product, they'd be like, no, that doesn't work. Or, yeah, go for it. So basically they'd give the go-ahead based on what the setting was like, and it was not Ed Greenwood, no. Howdy, Seelan, how's it going? But they got rid of that position in during the 3E era. I don't know when exactly. It may have actually been something that got terminated in the changeover, but just because of the nature of the people working on it, like mostly the same people, it may have, like, the thought process might have persisted or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to talk to some people, and I could talk to Eric Boyd about it, but I don't care that much. It's like, it's fine, whatever. But yeah, so like there was someone in a position to not greenlight things that didn't work, and to maintain consistency and maintain, you know, canon and stuff like that. I guess red light, yeah. But now we're in an era where it's just a case of, if someone thinks something is cool, if someone has, like, someone will have an idea and think it's cool, and therefore it gets done in the Forgotten Realms or whatever, rather than trying to think about whether this works as a long-term thing and stuff like that. And, like, an idea might seem cool, but you can't really say whether it will be until it gets implemented, until it gets, you know, worked out and processed and stuff like that. But the big thing is that oftentimes, you know, something might be cool. Like, it might be cool to have rampaging dinosaurs in Star Wars and have Jedi fighting them. That could be cool. Does it make sense? No, makes no sense. So you should not do it, kind of thing. But if you've got people in power who think that's cool and no one's saying no, then it's going to happen. I'm not blaming anyone because I don't know enough about the internal processes and everything like that, and I think that people other than Perkins are responsible for the craziness of the new Spelljammer, for example. Like, it seems pretty likely that there was executive meddling in the new Spelljammer product, the 5e Spelljammer. Changing it from what it might have been to what it did become. And I don't think that was Perkins. Got some microphones for some, like, banisters right there. Freaking lasers on their heads? Yes, exactly. So, like, without specific knowledge, I try not to blame any specific people for things when I don't know. So I don't know who is responsible for the weirdness in 5e Spelljammer kind of thing. So I don't speculate on that. But I think it is pretty clear that there was executive meddling. There we go. We got a stairway railing, which is definitely done differently than before. Having all of these on here definitely makes for an interesting, like, you know, bars going up and down to it kind of thing. Although there are some gaps there that I feel like they could have fixed. Alright, so large leaf, and we get some green hearts on here for some large leaves, which is new. Howdy, Farron, how's it going? What if those dinos whom the Jedi are fighting are wearing Technicolor Dreamcoats? That makes them plausible. I think we now know who is responsible for all that. Hey, this is really cool. Let's do it anyway without thinking about whether it works. It may have been that, like, Dragonlance was one of the reasons that they had some, like, implemented some of those policies, because some of those books are bad. Some of them are bad. Like, they do not fit. They do not fit in with the characters. They do not. They make no sense. And stuff like that. Alright, got some vines growing up there. Turn it around to the front. And we got battle droid legs in gold. These are Star Wars battle droid legs. we go, and we get 1 gold flex tube and a 3L bar. There we go. Yeah, they're definitely trophies of the Clone War. And then gold robot arms, but they're not droid arms. Although they might be used as battle droid arms now, I don't know. They're not the classic battle droid arms, which are still around. They do still use them. Reminds you that Andor Season 2 is coming out fairly soon. I mean, the problem isn't whether something is cool or not. It's a question of whether it makes sense in the context. Dinosaurs may be cool, but dinosaurs should not be in everything. There we go. Okay, we got an awning here. And another awning here. That does not go down as far. All right. Okay. Next up, we got the magenta flowers. Dark pink, actually, not magenta. Oh, good lord. This is going to be a pain in the butt to get on. Still wonder which Kryn books are on Ald's bad list, if they're similar to the ones on yours. I have not read any of them in so long that I don't remember. Other than, like, well, there were the 6 that were, like, about the companions before they met, and some of them were, like, how they met and stuff like that. Most of those are pretty bad, from what I recall. But I don't think I read all of them. I liked the ones by Richard Knack, who did the Huma series, I think. I liked those. But yeah, like I haven't read anything Dragonlance related in so very, very long. What is keeping that from? Oh. There's the plant. Okay. There we go. Some little awnings there. Yeah, I think that was it. Like, again, it's been so long since I have read any of them. Oh, whoops. I missed that this goes on right there. I was wondering where these went. And this goes on right there. Few that were not written by Weiss and Hickman seem to be all that good. They spit out so many books in such a short time. Yeah. And like, there's a similar issue with Forgotten Realms books. Some of them are great, and some of them are not. Like, it's kind of gonna happen anytime you have shared world type stuff. Yeah, Denning was good, but one issue was I know some Forgotten Realms people don't like his stuff. I like his Giant series. Moonshae was tacked on, even though it was the first Forgotten Realms novel. Dark Walker on Moonshae, because that was originally for a canned British TSR UK campaign setting. And they just kind of tacked it on. So that's kind of why you have deities that don't quite feel like they work all that well. Let's see. All these flowers come from the florist and LEGO creator expert Assembly Square, 10255. She always manages to find a new floral arrangements. Alright, where's the kitty go? Because we've got a kitty. Oh. Kitty is back here. There we go, kitten. Alright. So, spare parts. We've got 1x1 plate flowers in light blue and pink. Gray microphone. Green 1x1 heart tile, black 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg, bright green 3-leaf plant, gold 3L bar, and gold flex tube. That is 10L. That's outside. Kitty can go out there. I don't know the pre-series of FR books. I don't think that's Canticle. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this out, because we're going to need it in a moment. So, bag number 10. I think the only, book that I actually read after, so, like, keep in mind, I mean, I fully admit to bias when I talk about this stuff. I am biased against 3E. I think that my subjective views are reasoned, but obviously not everyone is going to agree with me, and that's perfectly fine. They're just wrong. I mean, but late 2000, I basically stopped D&D purchasing altogether. That does coincide to when 3E came out. And there's a reason for that. I basically stopped reading the D&D novels with one exception. I did get the last of Elaine Cunningham's Starlight and Shadows books. I didn't let the kitty out, well, bunny. Alright, there's his hair. Give him a nice bushy mustache there. There we go. He's got an apron on. Okay, get that on there, and 2 of these, 1x4. I mean, they definitely published a lot fewer novels at about that time as well. Or at least that was kind of the beginning of the publishing slowdown of novels, I think. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna need 2 of these, so I'll get them out. Only 1 for now. Is that the litter box? I don't think so. I think it is safe to say that it is not a litter box here. But yeah, the way that they portrayed the changeover to 3E really angered me. I didn't like the directions that they were going, so I basically just stopped. Is there a second one? Yes, there is. So basically just stopped buying D&D stuff, including novels altogether. How did they transition? So basically the old... I guess I can move this back now. They had a series of articles in Dragon Magazine that was basically like, 3E is coming out. Here's how, let's preview it. And a lot of it ended up being along the lines of, look at how terrible AD&D was. Look at how terrible all of these rules were. We're going to do things so great now. Like, there's an element of, you know, if something is new and improved, it says something about what there was before. You know, like old and decrepit or something like that, you know? And rather than just saying that the new set was new and improved, they were basically explicitly saying the unsaid part about the old stuff. If that makes sense. Like, it's one thing to say that something is new and improved and just kind of like leave it unsaid what the old stuff is, they didn't leave that part unsaid, I felt. They said the quiet part out loud, yeah. Yes, Thaco forever, yes. I mean, honestly, I don't really care what is done. It's just math, and whatever the game wants to do is fine. But portraying the old system works just fine, and most people who have problems with it haven't actually tried it. They haven't actually, like, learned it, because most of them aren't in a position to actually learn it. Like, they're not about to play AD&D, so they don't, you know, they have no need to learn it. They don't care to. And that's fine. I mean, you don't, like, if you don't need to learn it, that's fine, but it's like not knowing how anything works in Shadowrun and just hearing some vague information about it and just being like, that's dumb and terrible. When you're not actually, like, you're not about to sit down and play the game. So, it just was not a great way of introducing the new material to me, shall we say. Alright, let's see. That is going to be there, yeah. 3, 4. There we go. Alright. Put that right in there. I mean, there can be genuinely clunky rules and elements that can be improved, but for the most part, it's like saying that Hearts is old and outdated, and you should play the new and improved card game that's poker. And it's like, the games are different. They do different things. They focus on different aspects of play. You can't really say that one is worse than the other because they do different things. And that's kind of how it was and is treated. And that turned me off. I also really hated the art previews that they did. Not just the blatant Vash the Stampede ripoff. Like, the technical quality was fine, but the design sense was eh. Weapons and armor didn't look realistic to me. Which was a Vash ripoff. There was character art for a wizard in one of the Dragon Magazine previews. It was basically Vash the Stampede as a wizard. One by one in there, and then 1x4s all the way down here. Feel some of all this looking at Catalyst's Shadowrun, especially a 5e and 6e. Yeah, but I mean, it's like D&D 4th edition, the rule set, if you look at the rule set in isolation, you know, it's a rule set, you know? It's fine for a certain style of gameplay, and whether that is the kind of gameplay that you want is gonna be up to you. But it's definitely very different from everything D&D that had come before. And that is arguably an issue. But you definitely can't say that, you know, even someone who likes the rules can't really argue that that is an improvement over the existing D&D rules. It's just different, more suited to their style, the way that they want to play, that kind of thing. One thing you find amusing with BattleTech, for the most part, the rules for Classic haven't changed. In general, there isn't much need to. And that's kind of a big part of it. One of the reasons for rule changes is because it allows them to sell new rule sets again. And so much is the same in BattleTech, even in the setting hundreds of years later, kind of irks you. I don't know. Yeah, but you don't need new rules for new tech. Like, you don't need to completely change the rule set. Even if they do something to, you know, they advance the timeline and stuff like that. Third onward, don't feel like D&D. You're fine with Pathfinder because it's a unique thing. Yeah, it does not feel like D&D to me. That's like looking at all that material in those previews was basically like, to me, this isn't D&D. That's why I stopped, and that's why I continue to play AD&D 2nd Edition. Some of the games you played in your youth had rule sets to make 2nd Edition look easy to play. Oh, yeah. 2E was never difficult. And there were plenty of other things people could play if they wanted more or less detail, or they wanted a different gaming experience. There were definitely people who did not like the abstractions in AD&D, or they didn't like leveling. You know, they felt that it did not do what they wanted for to represent the gaming experience, and that's all fine. They updated Purple Dragon. Well, to be fair, that's a playtest, not a rogue AI. But yeah, I'm on I'm on Ed Greenwood's Discord, and that did create a pretty substantial firestorm of people complaining. Alright, so medium nougat 1x1 plate, dark orange 1x1 tile, red 1x1 quarter cylinder tile, black 1x1 cylinder plate, and black mustache neck element as spare parts. Villains and Vigilantes was one of those practically needing a degree in advanced mechanics to figure out what you needed to roll. Right, but so, Bahamut, one of the reasons for that is because you're not playing the game. Like, people have explained some 5e stuff to me, and I don't retain it because I'm not playing 5e. If you actually sat down and played 2e, and I'm not saying that you should or should not, I'm just saying hypothetically if you did, then you'd very likely recall it a lot better. You know, from session to session kind of thing. Well, you wouldn't be able to get negative 14 armor class. It was a superhero game. To use one of your powers, you had to average out 3 stats, apply modifiers, and beat the defense roll. Yeah. No, I mean, I've definitely heard of games like that and stuff like that. See, I don't really care not a rogue AI. It doesn't, like... I can see the sense that it makes. And part of it is because, like, it's a simpler mathematical system to not have absorption, armor reduction, or, like, damage reduction kind of things. Because you've just got a simple binary. Do you hit or do you not hit? Because it came from wargaming. Kind of like how people will talk about how it makes no sense that armor class is descending, but think about it this way. Like, what do the words mean? You do not remember a whole lot of 2E because you have not played it on a tabletop since 1998? Yeah, I mean... When I was getting back into it, both to run it and shortly before that, like, I had to, you know, like, refresh my memory on mechanics and stuff like that. I did not retain it all 100%. But, like, think about the term armor class. What does it mean? Trans yellow 1x2 right there. Where is that going? Oh, okay, yeah, under the stairs. AC now reminds you of the other BS for touch AC in 3.5 and all the BS range touch spells. See, I don't know what you're talking about, so it doesn't matter to me. Keep in mind, a not hit in AD&D 2E can also represent a blow that glances off the armor as well, yeah. And that's something, like, there is a point of view that the Dungeon Master, like, there were people who advocated that players never roll anything, that the Dungeon Master roll everything. So that they would describe everything in terms of, you know, how their characters are feeling and stuff like that. And then whether the player actually missed or not was irrelevant. Because the Dungeon Master is just describing how it operates based on the dice rolls that the players can't see and stuff like that. I mean, I think that it's more fun to let players roll and stuff like that, and then, but then a Dungeon Master can also describe things. You know, it's kind of why I don't like when I'm, you know, when I see other people playing and the Dungeon Masters are like, describe how you kill the enemy. And it's like, no, that's your job as Dungeon Master. That's your job. You're the one who's supposed to describe these things. And one of the reasons is to prevent players from describing it in a way that does not reflect the world that the Dungeon Master is building. And why not just play Amber Diceless? I mean, that didn't exist at the time that some people were arguing for this. I mean, like, it's not an argument that I've heard lately at all. Armor class obviously means a school class for armor to learn how to behave on high society events. Alright, well, since no one has said it, armor class, basic, like, have you ever heard a car described as, like, best in class? That's what you're looking at with armor class. It's that kind of a description there. No, but it's an example of how you can have something that is descending and still make sense. You know, so many people are like, it makes no sense to be descending. Well, if you're best in class, you're number one. So the early war games, they didn't have, like, they had to enumerate best-in-class armor, and that's what the low armor classes were. But then, when you add in magic, now you got to start going beyond the realm of what the numbers showed in these war games, and that's why you get negative. I don't think those early war games that they were playing had negative armor classes. that mean that AC changes depending on the material and forging technologies available? The material definitely does alter the weight and armor class of armor, yes. In AD&D, both versions. No, because it's tracking it. Like, it starts to lose that structure once you systematize it, but you can see where it comes from. That's why we still use the term armor class. And like the reason why you have turns and rounds in AD&D, it's a similar thing. You have a combat round, and you have a dungeon turn. And then you have to, you know, figure out how those are related to each other. That's why you have these two different measures of time that in many other situations would be synonymous. Yep. All right. Right. I mean, it was pretty common to crib these terms from D&D or wargaming at the time. You got a little trap door here. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to involve, but interesting stairs. I'm not sure if we're going to cover this up right there. I think we are, because we're going to make a vacuum cleaner. For the corpses that make the pies. This isn't Sweeney Todd. Alright, that one goes right in here. We're definitely not on Fleet Street, no. There we go. Got a little vacuum here. Old style vacuum. It's pretty cool. I like that. I like how they do that. And that just fits back there. There we go. I need a 1x1 plate. And we have another door opening onto the stairs. There we go. But yeah, so like, basically just what I was getting at is that there's reasons that make sense for a lot of these things. But when you get separated from it, it's kind of like looking at why a word is spelled the way it is. You know, why is enough spelled the way that it is? Well, got to look at the etymology. So if you look at the etymology of the etymology of rules, not just the terminology, but the rules themselves, then it starts to make some sense. Why do Brits put U's in everything? Because they're not as restrained as us with our strategic U reserve. They're going to run out one day. Them and the Canadians. And then they're going to have to come to us. And then we'll hold all the cards. Or the U's, as the case may be. Oops, I did not get these on. One by 4 there, and 1 by 3 right there. Okay, another side stud brick. There we go. And then we get some more plates. Pretty sure your receiving department is running out of ends. Keep getting radios with an antenna in the accessories list. Oh, antenna. Alright, spare parts. A whip. A single black whip. Alright, bag number 12. Howdy, Duke Darkwood. How's it going? Oh boy, more gold roller skates. Okay. Go ahead and make a clock here. So a headlight brick. Need a peak slope. There it is. There is our clock. Make sure that it is pointing to the right time. And then for the pendulum, a gold ski pole. There we go. That is an adorable clock. I like that. Little you've looked at Suikoden 1 and 2 remaster you've liked. There's one thing you question, though. If I were to make a Suikoden mock, what would it be? Oh, I don't know. Like, the easiest thing would be something like a, an art piece of a true rune. Let's get the time in there. The headquarters would be a little bit iffy. Like, they're all pretty large, obviously. Just a mosaic? I mean, something like that. You could do something neat with the true runes. Alright, so we got a 4L bar and a 3L bar, and we've got binoculars here. I mean, the headquarters of 2 would probably be the easiest, sort of. Oops. There is a 2x2 tile down here. Autosave only autosaves when you enter a room with a journeyman crystal, which is there so you can save the game. Yeah, I think I think Lord Smappy was commenting on that too. That it's very weird. The headquarters of 5, like, I mean, again, it depends on whether you're doing it minifig scale, micro scale, something like that. The base of 1 would be boring, I think. It's kind of ugly. The headquarters of 1. 2 would look like a sprawling city to a certain extent. Castle-ish, city-ish. Which would look pretty nice. Either an architect-style thing or minifig scale. 3, Buddha Hook Castle. Definitely doable. It would be interesting, but I don't think it's as visually striking as 2 would be. 4 is just a big boat. 4 would be the easiest, oddly enough, because it's just a big boat. And 5 would be pretty visually impressive. Definitely easier to do at microfig scale. Howdy, Miner Trader. How's it going? Advice you heard from a tall case clock collector: do not set them all to the same time. It does have a boat crash into it, yes. I imagine that would be quite the sound experience when they all go off at the same time. What about your idea to do a Lego mosaic of the S1 painting? I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, like the question is kind of like depends on the individual as well. I mean, making anything that opens up so you can see the rooms would be even more of a headache. Oops. 1x1 cylinder plates here. Like, for a lot of games, there isn't, and Suikoden is not unique in this, there isn't really, like, a big, unique thing that you could do. Like, Xenogears, you could do Weltall. That would be awesome. But the Suikodens are a bit kind of sprawling and stuff like that, that there really isn't, like, one big thing to do. Are they called tall case clocks? I always thought they were grandfather clocks. I think that grandfather clocks are a specific subset. I don't think all the tall case ones are grandfather clocks. Like, I think grandfather clocks have to have a pendulum kind of thing, and that does not look like a pendulum. But it might be, I don't know. I don't know enough about clocks. I would probably never actually have one myself. Feel like I'd appreciate the lore you came up with, your 3.5 Hobgoblin Empire. Descendants of former slaves and blue dragons has begun to shift away from Maglubiet and are less evil, still lawful. See, but like, one of the reasons why I've been doing so much with the gods for so many years is specifically because I want more stuff done with them. Okay, I'm not actually sure what is the top of this one. I don't know what's going on with that clock. Who puts their skates on a clock, really? Oh, this is a repair bench. I just don't know what this clock is. Like these two clocks, I can immediately picture clocks like this being in a house. I can't picture this one. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Alarm clock with brass bells up top? I suppose so. A little bit weird to have it. But I would use like a headlight brick then. Like this, put the clock face on that, and put the put that on there, kind of thing. I do like Lampy here. No, it is a workbench. It's definitely a workbench. And obviously it's a clock of some kind. I just can't picture what kind of clock it's supposed to be. Maybe it is an alarm clock. I just would have used a different piece. Alright, so this is right there. It's up against the wall. And that, all that comes off. Trying to get these in between. Oh, good lord. Trying to get these in between. Okay, you know what? Easier to do it this way. These have to be in between the studs, and this is just the easier way to do this. There we go. Maybe it's not fully assembled either. The radios you fix don't look much like radios when you've taken them apart. That's true, and I was considering that too. The clockmaker is a passionate craftsman appreciated by locals. His greatest pride is having designed the large clock at the LEGO Creator Expert Town Hall, 10224. He has fond memories of the mayor's long speech at the inauguration. Why would anyone have a fond memory of that? When you ordered the set on Monday, you saw what seems to be a new set in the current space lineup. 60446 Modular Galactic Spaceship. I don't think that's new. I think that came out last year. The one that's new is the Blacktron one. Unless that's what they called it. Who clocks the clockman? Clockmaker's workshop totally fits in this building. Yeah, it's really nice. And I love all the clocks. Like, there's so many great clock ideas. That's not what I want right now. I want this one. There we go. I do find it interesting that they do not name any of the characters. Alright, that is 3. So yeah, that is going to be right there. It's a nice chair there. There we go. Blacktron Renegade. Yeah, no, it's... Right, that. 10355. Let me see. I forgot I had this close by. Let's see, where is town stuff? Is there even town stuff in here? Modular, it might be new. It does say new. So yeah, I guess it did come out. I haven't paid any attention to these because I don't care that much. I mean, not... It's just not my thing. Oh yeah, no, I mean, I appreciate that part, Lord Canis. Like, my thing right now is just that I want to do more with the existing goblinoid, like the existing non-human deities, the giants, and like, there's a reason why I've done a bit of detailing, and I need to write it up for the Wild Space magazine one of these days. There was a mention of giants on Grilla in Gray Space. So I've come up with like a bunch of cities, some of which are Furbolg cities, there's some cloud giant cities, storm giant cities, that kind of thing. What lies between Eastern Faerun and Karatur? The Horde Lands? The kids can give them names like Cornflake Sky. That's true, yeah. I heard my name! I heard my name! And so I appear. You should always encourage the dragon. And don't forget your breakfast soup, kids! It does a body good. Oh, I'm sure I'll get buried one day. I am old. Yeah, like it is definitely one of the big complaints that they have still not done anything with like Ose and stuff like that. Like we don't know anything at all about that area. And I would love to have it be like, you know, like no humans or very few humans and few elves and stuff like that, and just have, like goblin deities and like goblins who worship the goblin deities and giants and lizard men and stuff like that. Of course, none of that's going to happen now because they've retconned so much of that and everything like that. You'll make me eat that minifig? No, that's okay. I'm not in the mood for plastic for eating. Plastic is what I'm made of. See, one thing that I would definitely do is one of the islands out that way, I would have as a former colony of Herwady. So you've got Salt Wiggles and Swamp Wiggles there now. Basically untouched. Eat what I am them? Well, I'm a pretty large ham, Lel Bunny, so I will eat more ham. Thank you. I appreciate that. That is a good suggestion. Well, it definitely got expanded in 3E. I'm not sure if... and some of that stuff definitely was written about in 2E, but not really expanded upon and stuff like that. I mean, I'm also a large ham, Lel Bunny, so I'll eat ham. I appreciate the suggestion. It is a good idea. I like to ham it up. You know, everything's better with breakfast soup. Breakfast soup is where it's at. Alright, so there we go. Got a little fireplace right in there. Breakfast soup, best soup? Exactly. Howdy, Crimson Clover. How's it going? Breakfast soup. Soup is part of a complete breakfast. Everyone knows that. You know what it's called when two large hams get in a shouting match? I don't, Duke Darkwood. You should definitely feed my ego. Ham-to-ham combat. I love breakfast soup. It's the best. If you love breakfast soup too, speak up now. It's good stuff. My ego's already a glutton. And your point being? My ego will never destroy the world. That's not how this works. It's a nice little fireplace there. I like it. Alright, G1 Artemis Prime, have a good trip home. I should have some non-breakfast soup after this stream. Although, I gotta make some rice. Shucks. Don't you hate it when you want one thing, but you kind of have to have another? Reminds you of a 17th century Dutch ceramic tile fireplaces. Ooh. Could be inspired by. They do like to use real ideas and stuff. I don't know what that is, really. I mean, like, I don't know that I've seen it. I probably have seen it, but I don't know what it is. It sounds neat. I believe that's a fast food restaurant. Well, buddy. Get that on there, and Filipino chicken. Oh, is it an actual dish, not a restaurant? Maybe I'm thinking of something else then. Or is there a fast food chain that uses that name? Alright, 1x2 plate there. Nothing going in the clip right now. There we go. Could just be a marble accented fireplace. It could be too. Alright. This is... Oh, alright. I thought this was a different piece. So we use a flower on the bottom of the 1x1 plate with bar. Flower right there. And that clips in. Trying to turn it a little bit. There we go. Now. Okay. That got, yeah, it turned again. So this really needs to be flush. And it needs to not turn. It turned again. I think. Okay, you know what? It might be easier to get this on first. There we go. There we go. So a little clock on the mantle. When do all the kiddies get to come and play with the clocks? I don't know that they get to come and play with the clocks. And there we go. Get that right on there. We're up to 6 timepieces in that room. Yeah, and we still have all of this space to do more. It is a clockmaker's place, yes. I mean, it's cool that there's so many different samples of his work. Okay, get that. Doesn't feel straight. There we go. Earlier, someone mentioned having all clocks at the same time. It reminded you of the scene from the beginning of Back to the Future. Well, the cool thing is that I think that all of the LEGO clock elements these days do read the same time. Mind you, there's only 3. We've got the brown one, we've got the little gold one, and then there's a white one on the first floor. Alright, lots of angled windows. I mean, other than the brown one, they can all read at different times, I think. The brown one is the only one that can't, but that also does kind of set what all of the other times will be. Love how that was an experiment that tied into Doc's Time Machine project somehow. Oh, I haven't opened the chronometer yet. I do have that. There we go. So making a bit of a, you know, round concave window here. Concave? Convex. Convex, I think it is. Terrible at remembering which is which. Hey, a TARDIS! Chronometer sounds like a Star Trek term. It's pretty old. There we go. Alright, so that's that bag. Alright, so lots of spare parts. Gold binoculars, gold ski pole, gold roller skate, trans orange candle flame, 1x1 tile in white, 1x1 tile slope in brown, 1x1 quarter cylinder tile in medium nougat-ish, 1x1 peak slope in dark orange, silver winding key element, gray 1x1 cylinder plate with bar, brown 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud, and gold 1x1 plate flower. Well, I mean, like, meter... Something meter is used for a thing that measures things. Chrono means time, so it's a time measuring device. It's like, you know, seismometer, magnometer. Like, it's just a technical term for clock. If LEGO can do a clockmaker repairers shop, they should do an animatronics shop too. I don't know what they would do with that. Like, how would you get an animatronics element that's this size, kind of thing? Odometer for odors. Pedometers for feet. You know. Allows you to chronicle all the feet that you've seen. And there we go. Get that right on there. Nice dark green door. And the door handle. Some medium nougat pieces. Aldometer for the continuous measuring of AuldDragon, yes. Well, that's because I'm pretty sure the measure of something probably came first. Adobo acquired to home. Have a safe trip. Enjoy your food when you get there. Now I'm hungry. You've seen nougat and it's never that color? That's because this is medium nougat. It's not dark nougat. Alright, another headlight brick there. I wonder if we'll see some of these pieces in pick-a-brick walls. No. One more layer. So this is another flesh tone color. Go. Apparently these people need to replaster their brick walls. Yeah, definitely. It is a thing that you need to do sometimes. Already 8, actually. Did you share it with the whole class? Pizza-flavored jelly beans. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Alright, interesting use of a hinge here. So we're using a hinge here. It obviously cannot open because it's flat like that. So I think it is supposed to represent a drawer. Bahamut shares with the class, but it's still oddly unfulfilling. That's true. Ham-flavored jelly beans? I don't know if I'd want to try that. Okay, another small clock here. Now this I recognize as a clock. And this one does not go with that piece, goes with this one. Ooh, I wonder. So these are the same radius here. This is the 1x1 round top, and this is the shorty brick with round end and side stud. Oh, it's not. Don't worry. You're fine. Alright, let's turn that a little bit more. There we go. I think that's straight up. Alright, and a second clock right there. We got two clocks there. This goes, oddly enough, spaced away from the wall. I don't know why it's not flush with the wall. There's a 1x2 tile with center stud. That is just a 1x1 cylinder plate with open stud. Alright, that is going to go right there. This is a bit of an odd clock to me as well. I don't know why we're using dark brown rather than regular brown, other than to just maybe give texture, extra texture. Alright, now we do a black one. By 2 with clip there, and a window, 1x2x3 window, 2x2 round top brick. And some 1x1 round top bricks. There we go. You want a time-based dragon that TikToks like the crocodile in Peter Pan? And this has the white clock tile, which is off-center. It's printed off-center. Flat, make sure that that's flat rather than turned at an angle. One of the downsides of trying to get these into these little spaces. I don't have the biggest fingers, but I don't have the smallest fingers either, so. There we go, another clock there. Okay, there's the dark green 2x2 center stud. Feel like they missed an opportunity to just use the stanchion piece, which I think would be about the right height. Maybe a little, pardon me, a little bit higher, but. Okay, and clock print. There we go. And another clock. BSC Chris bringing us a raid. How's it going? Let me get you a shout out there. What were you up to today? Thank you very much for sharing your community with us. Go ahead and get that clock in right there. Is that straight? Yeah, it looks straight. I'm gonna have to ask what is? Sorry if I missed it, Duke Darkwood. You're working on the upscaled minifigure racing driver. Nice. I hope that was a fun build. Let me see if the what's that old style minifigure looking at? Oh, so this is actually this is Princess Linda, by the way, Duke Darkwood. So this is an old keychain that I got from Billand. I've been waiting to see if anyone would notice. This is one of the Legoland guards that they had in as a keychain, and no worries. And I took out the keychain screw thing. The hat comes off, and I don't think they ever released this hat in a set. Yeah, Princess Linda is a raccoon. Let me go ahead and zoom in here. Give me a second. Get the right thing. There we go. All right. So this I got in 1992. So this is from 1992. And yeah, like the hat, it's a fairly unique piece. I don't think it was ever released in any sets or anything like that. So when I was in Legoland Billand, I bought like, I don't know, 5 of these or something like that. One of them I have on a keychain. I gave one to my sister. I think I may have given one to my mother, one to my father, that kind of thing. And I... Basically, I kept a few for myself and tried to take out the keychain part. Here is the here's the one that's been in my pocket since 1992. Looking a little bit worse for wear. Looking a little bit worse for wear. The funniest thing is that, like, my sister had one on her key, like, in her pocket for the same amount of time. Hers disintegrated so much faster. Like, mine still had the printing, still had the legs and hands and everything like that. It was looking a bit worn, while hers was basically looking like that one. And howdy, Jade Slap Seagulls. How's it going? Late from the raid, Twitch drop kicked me, kicked you off the train. Oh, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's seen better days. I think I ended up getting a few more in '99 when I went to Carlsbad. But I'm not sure. I got some more recently, quote-unquote. Like, still probably 20 years plus ago. But yeah, so I was just, I was doing some sorting, I found that guy, decided to pull him out and put him on display. Did I see the caverns? I think Carlsbad Caverns are somewhere else, but I'm not positive. No, I did not. Was she storing it in her special acid pocket? I think she just had more stuff on her keychain and more stuff in her pocket, purse, whatever. But no, I have not been to Carlsbad Caverns. I went to Carlsbad, Legoland Carlsbad, when they opened in 1999. And then I went back probably 10 years or so ago when I went to Anime Expo. Carlsbad Caverns are in New Mexico, if memory serves. Yeah, I didn't think they were in California. I think it's unrelated. But I do highly recommend Legoland California. Okay, very interesting grandfather-style clock here. There we go. I don't know why the cam piece is dark gray. Get in there. Love the tiny Lego clock. It's so cute. Yeah, like, there's just so many little clocks in this set, and they're all great. Some of them are a little bit weird, but definitely great. Oh, and old style vacuum cleaner in the closet under the stairs. Okay, and that one, it does go right here at an angle. There we go. Got a raid and run? No problem. Thank you very much for the raid. I really do appreciate that. What is the term for a clock fancier, like numismatist is the word for coin fanciers? No idea. I don't know if there is a term for it. Alright, let's see. So that is going to be 6 1x2s. Yeah, that's what had the spare. That's what had the whip. Up to 12 timepieces now, and there were 2 in the lower level. Actually, I just realized something. Did we miss an element? Way back. I just noticed there was an exposed. No. Okay. An exposed stud that I think is going to get filled up some point, but not yet. Apparently. Okay. Horologist? Huh. That's fair. I'm just noting that we got some more clocks. There we go. Trivia mode correct today. Yay! One is an hourglass. Yeah, I do like the use of the hourglass piece from the Dreams sets. I'm glad that they actually brought it in as an actual hourglass. I hope to see it more often as just an hourglass in sets like this. Duke is keeping watch, indeed. Indeed. Making sure that we're up to date minute by minute on the clocks, on the timepieces. Horse is watching you and is very disappointed in you. Horse is never disappointed in me. Horse is never disappointed in me. Alright, let's see. Just the tile slopes. The horse is a horse, of course, of course. Oh, horse is so much more than just a horse. Why does horse have more friends than Princess Linda? I mean, that's something that can't be answered without delving into things that should not be delved into. Alright, let's see. One by one plates with clips. The real reason they're there is so that I know where the edges of the border of my camera are. That's the real reason they're there. Horse ate all of their souls and they're waiting for a chance to jump horse and get their souls back. I think you might be mixing up yourself there, well, Bunny. Speaking of things that should not be delved into, now that Lord of the Rings has made a comeback to LEGO, will we get Durin's Bane? I don't know. I mean, like, We are supposed to get some bookends this year, actually. I don't know that they're going to be focusing on large sets to sell to the adult market. I don't know that the bridge in Moria is really going to be that interesting. In that manner. I don't know. I don't know, maybe? We shall see. We have not seen pictures of those bookends yet. Or maybe they're not bookends. I don't know. It's something for... something designed to go on a shelf, I think. 100% maybe, exactly. Yeah, but that was also in a playset. 3, 4, 5. All right. Like, the sets that they're doing now for Lord of the Rings are not playsets. Not with that attitude. Wasn't there a roguelike named Moria? Yes. Alright, and 4 black candlesticks. I got a bunch of these, but I need more. And a black candlestick element, which is shorter than the others, with the branching bit. There we go. And then 1x2 round end plate and 1x2 plate. Right on there. Alright. Okay, so, yep. Spare parts. We got a gold 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud, dark orange 1x1 plate, black 1x1 quarter cylinder tile, and gold 1x1 cylinder plate with bar. Nice. Okay. Bag number 14. Yeah, I never really got into any roguelikes. They were not really my cup of tea. So I mostly know them vaguely. I think there was one also called Angband, except Peglin. Well, I mean, like, there's a few that I do like that are technically roguelikes, but they're... A, I like them for other things, and B, they're not traditional roguelikes. Like, technically Dungeon Hack is a roguelike, but I like it because it's an AD&D game, not because it's a roguelike. Alright, making 2 of these. Alright. Let's go ahead and turn that, because we're going over here. Just waiting for Auld to give Balatro a glimpse during his next LP. So, I saw Lethal play the demo of that back during one of his Next Fest speed dating streams. and he was super into it. I don't know if he's been playing it since then, but he was super into it, and I was very, very, very much. That was my attitude. So no, you're not likely to see Balatro from me. It's if you look at it, but oddly addictive if you actually play it. Oh, okay. I mean, but it looks to me. Maybe I would enjoy it if I actually played it, but it looks to me. So I have no desire to play it. I'm not saying like other people shouldn't or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. If other people are enjoying it, awesome, excellent. Enjoy it. I'm glad. It just does not look like my cup of tea. I would rather play Dragon Quarter. And I don't really have a great desire to play Dragon Quarter other than the fact that it's a Breath of Fire game that I have not played. I am low on PC games that I know well enough to just dive into, though. So it's entirely possible that we'll get some more console games, which tends to be what people enjoy watching on my channel the most anyway. So we'll see. There we go. I like this false column there in the middle. You dread next year when you probably have to resort your Magic the Gathering collection again? Well, I gave someone a description. Someone was asking me if I seemed close to completion on Lego sorting, and I think I may have broken them a little bit when I described what I have left. May have broken them a little. Or sort them by set. That way you don't have to resort the old stuff. $30 years of your 40 years of collecting left? Not quite that bad. Not quite that bad. I was highly amused that Star Wars is no longer my #1 source for parts anymore, though. And it's entirely because, the #1 source for parts in my LEGO collection is now Icons. And Icons has been a LEGO line for, 5 years now? Something like that? Sorting, what's that? Can you eat it? It would not be healthy, no. No. No, just stick to breakfast soup. That's where the health benefits are. Also, sorting by sets isn't exactly good for your sorting method. Oh, I mean, I'm just saying, maybe that would be easier. All right. So we're doing stacks of 6 bricks. I still don't know why they're called profile bricks. Other fans call them masonry bricks, but that's no fun. Thought I said sort by scent. That would be very weird. All right, it's 3. That is 4. That is 5, and that is 6. There we go. Slide that right in there. How's John the Bard been doing? It's been a while since... he's still, like... multiple days per week playing Sea of Thieves. That is all that he's been doing since then. That's about when he switched over to doing Sea of Thieves, and that's all he's been doing since then. And it seems to be doing pretty well for him. I don't know that he's doing anything YouTube-related these days, but I've seen him with pretty hefty numbers of viewers at times, so I guess it's doing pretty well for him. I don't have any, like, contact with him. I think he closed out his old Discord server, and I don't know if he started a new one. If he did, I didn't see anything about it. I mean, I don't know anything about Sea of Thieves. It again, did not look like it was up my alley when I raided him a few times. I don't really know how he's doing. It just seems like, I mean, he's been doing it, I think, fairly consistently for quite a while now, so probably doing well. No, that's fair. I'm just letting you know. I don't really know. I haven't really kept in touch with him because like, that's all he's doing, and that's all he seems interested in doing. Like, I was kind of getting the impression that he was not terribly interested in Raft near the end of our run. So I think it just wasn't his cup of tea anymore, kind of thing. Alright, let's see. Black 1x1 tile right. 1x1 cylinder tile right there. And I guess this is a lamp here. And then a little... obviously... oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, a heart tile there. Yeah, I would say that Raft is That is completely defunct. Even if I've decided to play it again with someone else, I think we'd start over. So that one, like, that is definitely that playthrough at least is defunct. I just kind of let it quietly fade away. There we go. Got vines there. And on the front, we got some azure 1x2 plates. I mean, it's been a while at this point, and it would probably be more fun with more people rather than just two. But I don't know. Actually, I am looking at this, and I think I got this wrong. Yeah. These should be centered under the windows. So the 1x6 goes here. And the 1x4 goes here. There we go. Alright, turn it over here. Two by 6 with round corners. And this is a new tile element. So they have grill tiles, these 1x2 slopes that are grill slopes. And they've now also introduced the smooth tile slope, which is pretty nice. On his J-Square John Jeremy account, he said this yesterday. Oh, apparently unprivated a lot of playlists. Hello, everyone who still has this channel in their sub feed. Not to get anyone's hopes up, this channel is going to remain inactive, but available for your viewing pleasure. Consider it a relic of a bygone era of YouTube and your own personal content creation journey. Hope anyone reading this is doing well in their lives since last we saw each other. And until next time, so I hope anyone reading this is doing well in their lives since... Till next time, so long and take care. Oh, that's great that he unprivated stuff, and literally just yesterday. That's cool. Yeah, Sea of Thieves just didn't look like my thing. So, I don't know much about it. Just seems like an open worldy type thing. Alright. Now we gotta do 4 of these planters. There we go. I may have to go back to his channel and rewatch some things that I enjoyed from way back when. So we got paint rollers that LEGO has not actually used as a paint roller in a very long time. So yeah, like he had hidden everything because he was trying to focus on new stuff, and the old stuff was like altering the algorithm for all of his stuff. But now that he's not, I don't think he's posting anything on YouTube, and if he is, it may all be on a new channel. Like if he's posting Sea of Thieves stuff, again, like I haven't talked to him, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. There is a John Bardcore channel that is doing Sea of Thieves. Okay, no, that's him. But is there anything recent? So I think he was going to try to like rejigger his old, or maybe he actually hit it so that because he wanted people searching for J Squared John Jeremy to get his new channel. I'm not sure. I don't really know the exact reasons for the hiding everything besides trying to deal with the how the algorithm handled everything. Did him unhiding everything bring that up, Isovan, or did you just like coincidentally? Were you just coincidentally thinking about it? Because that is a bizarre coincidence if so. 4 months ago, he had some posts in the last week. Yeah, I mean, like, I think it was... I feel like he was doing some... because I think I was following him on Twitter, and I don't think he had moved over to Blue Sky when I moved over to Blue Sky. He was posting, like, not Let's Play content, but, like, can you do this in Sea of Thieves kind of videos, from what I recall. Alright, spare parts. Black 1x1 cylinder tile. Tan 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg. And green 3-stem plant piece. Just thinking about it randomly. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this on right there. Feel a sneeze coming on. Hold on a second. Don't you hate it when you feel that the sneeze come on and it's just like sitting there? Like it's coming. It's coming. All right. So the J-Squared post this morning was going to mention it to me, but you forgot? Nice. Yeah, the way that I use YouTube, I never see anyone's community posts, which is one reason why I don't make many community posts, because I don't think about it. Like, I live on my subscription page rather than my homepage. The only time I ever go to youtube.com, the homepage, is when I'm literally just opening up a new, like, tab to do a quick search for something, and I'm not paying any attention to the homepage. And that is specifically because I don't want the algorithm shaping what I look at. I want to be... You know, the stuff I want to look at is the stuff that, you know, people I'm subscribed to and stuff like that. All right, so here is here we go. There is the upper floor. I do like this little gold fence. It's a really nice design there. Here's the second floor there. I like the look of this, the blue over this blue down here. Very, very plain sidewall, hidden sidewall. And actually, it's pretty well hidden there. There's a 1x2 connecting those up, and it's not quite hidden just because of the nature of things, but it's pretty close. So that's pretty nice. I do not know what this black 1x1 cylinder tile is there for, but oh well, whatever. This is the window into the closet, and we have ivy growing up the walls there. So yeah, very nice so far. Very, very nice so far. My one complaint is the exterior staircase. And the reason is because they've been doing a lot of those lately, where the buildings aren't flush up against the edges. And I don't like that. Like, it's okay in moderation, but too much is, I don't know. It's on the same side as the diner, but this would connect up to the Parisian Cafe, and that would be interesting to put next to each other, because both of them have exterior staircases, so you'd end up with, rather than this narrow space in between the buildings, it'd be a wider space in between. So I'm definitely curious what that might look like. All right, this is not straight. Let me see if I can do this. And it might be because I got the tall one over here. So I do that. Is that gonna work? Where can I grab it? It's right there. It's okay. It's not... Okay, that works a little bit better. Yeah, so I have to do it that way. A lot of pastel flowers. A lot of pastel flowers. Just noticing that the R2 feet were a little crooked. There we go. Digs a bit deeper out of curiosity. Seems to have been doing a lot of streaming on Twitch, like 8-hour streams through the last of his Twitch channel was 12 days ago. Well, there was yeah, I wasn't sure how long his streams were, but I definitely had noticed that he did. It seemed like pretty recently he'd done a number of days in a row. And yeah, all he's doing is Sea of Thieves. Which, I mean, hey, if that is still entertaining him after however long it's been, more power to him. I don't know that there's many games, open world games, that I would be that into still this long, kind of thing. So, but he's also always been known for taking some breaks. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what he's doing with, you know, outside of that these days. That might have been a vacation. So, anyway, that is going to wrap us up with the Tudor Corner for now. We will definitely be coming back to that next Friday to finish it up. But it is... yeah, if it works for him, cool. And again, like if it's successful, getting them lots of views and subscriptions and stuff like that, you know, that's awesome. All right. Let's go ahead and pull out Series 14 and do some minifigs. Where's my dice? There's my dice. All right, D6 to pick the column. Might be almost time to move these into one single column. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Okay, 1, so we're going for that column. There's 7, so... alright, that is a 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So let's start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Get your predictions in. Let's see. 8 for Ice Oven. That would be the Zombie Cheerleader. 14 for Bahamut. That would be the Banshee. 5 for Not a Rogue AI. That would be the Plant Man. Vigastry 9, Tiger Lady. Abcody 3 for the Mad Scientist. Now, we've gotten 4 of him. I'm not sure if there are any more. It's up to you whether you want to re-roll. First guest shovels out as a Minotaur Sidewalk Maintenance Worker and a Leonin Cowboy from Bahamut. Other news, we got an Emmy report on Gene Hackman and his wife. Yeah, it sounds like he may have been suffering from, like, pretty severe Alzheimer's, and his wife passed a week before him from hantavirus. So his last week may have been constantly rediscovering that his wife was dead and then forgetting. And that is just like... that's nightmare fuel. That is nightmare fuel. Abcody re-rolling for an 8, the Zombie Cheerleader. Like, that kind of thing is one of those things that just... I don't know if I would want to continue living in that kind of environment. Obviously, like, I'm not there, and luckily there hasn't been a whole lot of that in my family, so I might be at a lower risk, knock on wood. But, yeah. Yeah, that is not how I want to go. Seal and Mortar also got an 8 for the Zombie Cheerleader. All right, predictions are closed. Let me get my timer ready. Okay, and go. What is that? Oh, all right. 12.61. I was feeling this weird boxy-like thing, and then I felt a handle because we have the Zombie Businessman. There we go. All right. So, Zombie Businessman, once again, 12.61. Let's see. Choose the outcome within 20 seconds. Complete that prediction. Who is getting the hams? Bahamut, Kinshir, and Vigastry getting all the hams. Very nice. Lord Canis, Abcody, and Icesovereign going for 20 to 50. No one going for 50 to 60. And Lel Bunny and Sealand going for no. All right. So we got a zombie businessman, which, considering we have the corner kiosk, it's kind of appropriate. Grandpa had Alzheimer's. He frequently forgot where he was, and Grandma being gone. Yeah, like, that just, oof. That scares me. That's one of the things that that kind of thing scares me. So here we go. We got the zombie businessman coming up to buy his brains newspaper from the Zombie Times. I definitely should put the brains on the little carousel. Let's see. There we go. Perfect. She can hold that one. All right. So that is another zombie businessman. Brains is such a rag. No, that's just the headline. It's Zombie Times. That's the rag. That's the rag. All right. So that one is complete. Still looking for our tiger lady. Still looking for our tiger lady. All right. Next up, Lego Movie. All forgets his Lego, but gets to rediscover his Lego. Happiest timeline for Alzheimer's. Well, I've heard that, like, doing things like puzzles and stuff like that does help some Alzheimer's patients. So, you know, fingers crossed. If I did ever end up like that, then I would be able to build Lego, and it would help me. Okay, that's a 6. So we're going for this column. I think a D12 should do. All right, that's a 9. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. See ya, Bahamut. Thank you very much for coming on out. Have a good rest of your night. All right, let's start that prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Get your predictions in. Nope. Don't slip out of my hand there, box, while I'm putting you away. All right, so we're still waiting. Oh, I should actually roll. I didn't roll last time. 18, re-roll, 11. All right, so that is the Robo Secretary. So let's see. 3, just Emmett again for Not a Rogue AI. 7 for Vigastry. That would be Scribble Cop. 18 re-roll to 14. That would be the Robo Prospector. 8 for Abcody. That would be William Shakespeare. You'll say a perpetually burning wizard. Lil Bunny taking care of guest 2 as a pet sitter who happens to be a Minotaur. Sees red every time the puppers pee on the floor. Panda. We've actually gotten 3 of that guy. It's kind of crazy. 6 for you. If I didn't see it, I might not have seen it. That would be Ms. Scratch and Post. So go ahead and get your predictions in. So we have still not gotten Lord Business. We have still not gotten Ms. Scratch and Post. We have still not gotten Construction Lady. Robo Secretary, Taco Tuesday Guy, Robo Prospector, and the Mermaid. What would I see when the peppers pee on the floor? Well, probably yellow. Probably yellow, because that's usually what color it is. Cobalt copyright lawyer. Wouldn't that actually be 3 kobolds in a trench coat copyright lawyer? Alright, predictions are closed. Alright. Timer's all ready. And let's go. Alright. What do we got? What do we got? A head. Head does not help me. Legs. That's a torso. Alright. Alright. 34.47, we got Emmett again. It's one of the ones with the head, guys. I know. I know. Like, honestly, like, Emmett and, this guy especially, the Where's My Pants guy, those are they're kind of awful because there's so little to feel that gives it right away. Like, feeling the kitty, that's a giveaway. That would be a giveaway right there. And yes, it is Emmett. All right. So that was, once again, 34.47. Choose the outcome. So 20 to 50 seconds, complete that prediction. And who's getting the hams? Let's see. Lord Canis, Abcody, Ice Oven, Vigistry getting the hams. Very nice. Crimson Clover, Kinshir, and Gildaton going for within 20 seconds. Once again, no one going for 50 to 60, and no one going for no. Wow. Wow. Yeah, Abe's top hat is a giveaway. I mean, it's more about the chance of you getting a nice payout. I mean, if people don't vote for something and I get it, then I get all the hams. They're all mine. Nom 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 nom. So there is Emmett. That is our second Emmett. Give him a smile. He's got a regular happy face. Somehow he gets eyebrows when he's closing his eyes. Don't question it. Don't question it. And finally... All right. Series 27. All right, that's a 4, so we're going down here. So a D8 again. That is a 1, so we're taking the very first one. All right. Let's get out my scale. Let's start our prediction. Can Ald guess what is inside the minifig box? Get your predictions in. So a 12 for Vigistry, that would be the Steampunk Inventor. D12 says 12, so also Steampunk Inventor for Seelan. 11 for Ice Oven, that would be the cat owner. 6 for Abcody, that would be the Pteranodon fan. I mean, I do love ham. I do love ham. All right, there's the 1. I'll put the 1 up here because we haven't rolled yet. Minotaur Quartz Crystal Cutter for Clocks. 2 holding out for Wolfman. That would be the Wolfpack Beastmaster. Let me get my app up and ready. Alright. You may have made a circus ghoul in Baldur's Gate 3 sad. Killed a doppelganger clown without him. Wow. Kobold Lego designer. Stargazer kiddo. Yeah, we got that one last night. It's, not last night, last time, Wednesday, which is a pretty cute one. GIF Arquebusier. Alright, get your predictions in. Can I guess what is inside the minifig box? Getting Miss Scratch and... It's Scratch and Post, not Scratch and Sniff. The cat owner on the same night would be amusing. Hope that happens next week. We'll see. Yeah, we'll have to see. That would be a great coincidence. And then getting the Tiger Lady also from Series 14. No worries. Just so that people know. Alright, get your predictions in. Okay, predictions are closed. Okay, let me go ahead and shake it. Okay, I'm not hearing too much moving around. There's a few pieces. Let's say Cupid. Let's go with Cupid. I don't think it's one of the ones that has a lot of pieces, that's for sure. But it has more than a few pieces, so. Oh, actually, let's roll the die to see what that says. That did not work. Oh, that's a 1. All right, so that is the hamster fan. We get over to the weight 17.37. So it's not the hamster fan. Okay, so we've got with 17.37, it looks like the Space Racer guy is the closest at 17.32. Could be the Steampunk Inventor at 17.49, 17.47 for the cat owner. 17.55 for the plushie fan is probably outside of the range. So I'm going to say that the weight is the Space Racer guy. So let's see. No, Crazy Cat Lover. All right. So that was wrong. All right. So that is going to be a no. Complete that prediction. And that is a Lel Bunny getting all of the hams. Seal and Mortar and Ab Cody going for yes with guess. Lord Canis going for yes with die roll. And Crimson Clover, Ice Oven, Gildatung going for yes with weight. Need more Lego cats. Yes, this is an adorable one, too. It's a really fluffy kitty. Really fluffy kitty. He's got a happy face, also a little bit of a concerned face. He can hold the ball of yarn and give him his hair. And we'll go ahead and zoom in a second. So we can see the pretty kitty. So you can see he's got hair on his legs, on his lap. He's got a shirt with kitties on it, a sweater. Also on his on the torso, on the arms. This we had as the noodles in the in the Friends restaurant and cooking school. And he's got a little scratch on his cheek there. And then we got a kitty who's very, very fluffy. I mean, look at this tail. Look at that fluffy tail. And look at this mane here. He's very, very fluffy. And also very clearly quite proud of himself. Very, very proud of himself with, you know, the scratch, the fur, and all that. So very adorable minifig, and I love the kitty. This is a great new cat. It's a great cat addition to our cat selection. I don't know what kind of cat this is. I don't know cat breeds. But I have definitely seen fluffy kitties like this. Fluffy kitty. All right. But I have one cat minifig out currently. You mean the kitten that was in the set? We did get a small white kitten in the set. Oh, I also need to mark you off. There we go. Don't want to forget that. White Maine Coon? Maybe. Maybe. I do not know. But yeah, so there was one kitten so far in the Tudor Corner. But that is going to wrap us up for tonight. We will be back next Friday to finish up Tudor Corner. We will not be back tomorrow. We got players out for some concerts, so you know, hoping that they are having a good time there. But we will be missing out on the game for tomorrow. We'll be back on Monday for some more Torna, the Golden Country. Hopefully finishing that up. And then we'll be back next Wednesday and next Friday for some more LEGO. So I want to thank you guys for coming on out. And I shall see you next time. See you then, everyone.